What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the garage. And today I'm actually going to start the process of taking apart the motor for my red MK2 GTI, as we're trying to get it ready for the next show that's coming up next weekend, which is CTB Garage Fest. Shout out to CTB Garage, by the way. And because some of you may know that the old new motor that we put on with all the polished parts, the show runner intake, valve cover, alternator, just we went all out on that motor, honestly. Well, that motor actually went bad on me on my way to brew house by lower standards a few weeks ago. There's actually a really interesting story with that motor. It was supposedly rebuilt a couple thousand miles before, but the problem is that it was actually sitting for I think a few years with the owner that was just turning it a few times just so that it didn't get stuck. But our theory is that maybe when it was rebuilt, something wasn't done right, because now when the car starts, the motor still starts, but when it does, you can obviously hear something knocking inside of the motor, which is obviously never a good sign. You just jump straight to the obvious that something in the internals is loose, and that the motor wasn't rebuilt correctly. But thankfully we kept the old motor that it had originally ever since the VR6 swap was done on that car 10 years ago. Thankfully we still kept it. So what we're pretty much going to do is transfer everything onto that one. All of the new parts, all of the bolts, all the polished parts, we're gonna throw it onto the old motor. So I'm gonna give you guys a short walk around the old motor, how it sits right now. Pretty oily, dirty, grimy, all of that. It's gonna need a lot of work. We're gonna have to completely take it apart and paint it. Basically give it the exact same treatment that we gave to the other motor when we first got it. And yeah, we're gonna be busy the next few days. We're actually gonna try to get the car and motor running in these next few days. During Labor Day, we're not gonna take the day off. We're gonna spend it in the garage, just wrenching it and getting it ready for Sunday. All right, so I'm fast forwarding a bit into the entire process. The motor's already out, as you can see, and my dad here, he's helping me out with swapping everything over to the old motor. We already got the timing done. We already replaced the chains and all of that. We just assembling it once again. But before I go any further, I want to introduce you guys to my dad. He's the one that, well, pretty much that started this entire garage and everything we do now. So yeah, I'm just gonna let him tell you all about him for a bit.
Hey, what's going on, guys? For a lot of you that don't know me, my name is Enrique. I'm not really good at talking into a camera, but I guess I have to do it nowadays since everybody's doing it. Well, just like a lot of people know me back in the day, I started with Mark IIs, and I have quite a few of those. I had Mark IIIs, Mark IVs, and a bit of everything. Well, as my son said, we have a small garage, as you can see and probably seen his other videos. This is where we do all the work, and our cars, and as well as our friends' cars. Basically, we don't really have like a shop or business or anything. We just do what we can. We're not trying to compete with anyone. We're just trying to do what we can, what's possible for us. Like I said, we're not trying to compete. We know it's a lot of people out there doing a lot of stuff. I know a lot of people think that we do good stuff in here. So that's what we're trying to do. Like I said, we're not trying to compete. We're just trying to accomplish something for ourselves. And this is what we have now. We're working in my what used to be my red MK2. Now it's my son's MK2. Um, I give it to him. He's the one enjoying this car now, since I have the white Mark II that you probably have seen it in the other pictures or videos and stuff. So yeah, I mean, I start with this car. I don't remember exactly, but I think it was like around '07 when I got this car. Swapped the motor with the VR, and I had that motor for a long time. I went to quite a few trips over Soho, H2O, Euroworks when used to be. So yeah, I mean that motor, actually this motor right here, that's the one used to be in the car for so many years, and we swapped it for another motor. So unfortunately, we had a failure with that motor, and we just refreshing our old motor to put it back on for now, and we're just gonna keep on going, putting it together. Hopefully, we'll get it back in, back in the car tonight, and maybe get it running tomorrow. Uh, we'll see how it goes. We're not rushing with this one since we still working in someone else's car, and we have a couple other things to do. So we're just taking our time and try to refresh that and put it back together and make it look good again. So yeah, I'm gonna have my son talk to you guys for a little bit. Probably I already talked too much. So yeah, I mean, my name is Enrique once again, and hope to see you guys in the future or get to meet more people. All right, guys. Peace.
Yeah, I was meaning to introduce him to you all a while ago, but like I said, I don't, if you watched our earlier videos, when I was doing a video on the MK3 wide body, I just lost a bunch of footage, and that's where I introduced him the first time. But obviously I couldn't upload that video. Motor and car are now 100%. Now I'm gonna turn it on and show you guys how it runs. Usually takes a few times to crank, just because of the weird positioning of the mass sensor. Never mind. First try. Motor runs 100% just as we expected. Took me to CTB Garage Fest on Sunday with no problems at all. We didn't make any changes at all because we knew the motor was running right before. We just know that the problem with the other motor is an internal problem. But I just can't get away with making repairs on this thing. I have a small leak in the air system, somewhere around the air tank. I'm guessing because it doesn't hold air for very long. One of the glass lenses for one of my fog lights fell off, cracked on the road, and also I guess I ran over a nail because after the show the tire was completely flat. Oh no, wait, excuse me, scratch that. The tire actually just had a bad seal, and we just got it replaced. Got it replaced already thanks to a friend of ours. And CTB Garage Fest was a lot of fun, by the way. We took a bunch of awards home, which we were all surprised about. The biggest one we're really happy about is we actually got best crew, and we got like I think $200, and we just spent it all on some wings and beer, and just enjoyed the rest of the day after the show. But that is it for today's video, everyone. Thanks for watching. Let me know if you guys spot that one difference that we made to the engine. I actually like the look that we had in the other motor and the look on this one. So yeah, comment and let us know if you spot that one difference. I'm actually gonna go put her away now. Who knows when we're gonna bring her back out once again. I might sign up for Tune Revolution this Saturday, super last minute. If I do, and I'm not even sure if they're still accepting registrations. I checked last night, the registration was still open, so maybe there's still a chance. But yeah, thanks for watching. Peace.